Girl, what's going on?
Hi, so welcome. This I think is going to be the first. Welcome back to We're here for another Dare Show podcast. Yada 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 yada. This is going to be the first um episode for this week. I want to just split it up into two parts because I do have some things I wanted to say. But right now, I just want to have a little celebration moment. This is the Dare Show podcast. I want to let you look at things through a different point of view, which is my point of view. Which always isn't the most popular opinion or whatever. So I want to have this like celebration moment because I have been listening to Miss Katrina Perry all week long. I think it's been about almost like 2 weeks now. I've been kind of into Miss Perry, and maybe like a week and a half. Oh my God, my sister's nail is in here. um, what was I saying? So I have been listening to Miss Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg. So I just want to celebrate them for a moment. But let's start with Snoop Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg, unfortunately, his mother died last week, and I just like, oh, Snoop, I'm so sorry. I think she had some really, whatever happened a couple of months ago. I think it seemed like it was like touch and go, or they didn't know what was going to happen, and then it seemed like maybe she got better for a moment, and then she passed away last week. And I just wanted to celebrate Snoop Dogg because Snoop Dogg has collaborated with some amazing some of my favorite artists, of course. Some great songs. I feel like Snoop, if you want Snoop on a song, you gotta go. If you want a good pop, lock and dropping song, some of these, pop girls, R&B chicks have added Snoop to the record, and he's such a diverse rap artist at this point. Gospel, R&B, pop, the club, the like dance music, whatever you want to call it. But first, Snoop, he's been, I find like it's so interesting. Some of these, like Snoop, last week, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Mary J. and her, Mary J. and Nas, who I believe both of them are doing the Super Bowl. Snoop is doing the Super Bowl. They're all doing like these little kind of promo things to talk about what's popping, what's dropping, what's locking with them during this time period as they go into the Super Bowl coming up in a couple of months. But first, I believe Snoop is dropping another album. But first, we have an announcement. Snoop Dogg officially joined Def Jam Records as its new executive creative and strategic consultant. A role allowing him to strategically work across the label's executive team as an artist roster. His immediate focus was A&R. Wait, come back. Oh, jeez Louise. His immediate focus was A&R and creative development, reporting to Universal Music Group Chairman and CEO Sir Lucan Grange, whatever, as well as Def Jam interim Chairman and CEO Jeffrey Harleston. So Snoop was just like, he did an interview with the Breakfast Club, and he was just like, I feel like I can hear myself. He was just like, I have a lot of knowledge about the industry, and a lot of these kids, they need help. And I want to share my knowledge. I'm not signed to Def Jam. I'm just here to do work with them. And I'm like, this is really incredible. I'm here for the A&R mess. One thing he did say in the interview, he was like, the Breakfast Club, they brought up like independent artistry, and he was like, independent is great. They brought up like the fact that it's money based, really. I believe they used the example of Meek Mill. Wait, am I recording? My God. Okay. They used the example of Meek Mill. Let's help you out with work. Did I clock in? Jeez Louise. 30 minutes later, 2 hours later, I'm like, did I clock in? Meek Mill, he said he signed with his label, and he's never seen a check from them since the advance that they gave him. And so Snoop was just like, if you're not making if you're not making the label money, if you're not making back the money that the label put out, of course you're not gonna see any money. So he was just like, it's independent is great, but as a labels will take you and put you into a stratosphere, work with bunches of hit makers, and put you in front of the world and help you succeed in that way. Instead of making $1 billion first, you're going to be in front of a billion eyes with, exposure, get you, to the money. So I was like, I think that's all he said. That was very, very important. I was like, but that was one of the poignant things that I took from that interview. Independence is cool. Being independent is great. And, a lot of people are doing that these days for like creative control, mostly creative control and money. Also, some of these girls and guys, they can't get into big labels and stay and stick like a Kelly Rowland. I think Brandy's independent now. Tamar Braxton's independent now. Some of these rappers are independent now. It's a different time. You got to do what's best for you, and you got to do what's best for you. So to celebrate Snoop, we stand Snoop in this house. I don't know I'm not like a huge Snoop fan, but his Instagram is so funny. He's such a positive, funny person with his wigs always laid. One of my favorite tweets from him, he was like showing his nails, and he was like, my nails are dipped, snipped, and laid to the tip, or something like that. It was hilarious. We love Snoop Dogg and his comfortability with himself. His wig in the Breakfast Club interview, he had the gray. His edges were like cute, snatched up, really nice. The dreads are popping. Like, he looks great. He just turned 50. But let's get into my favorite songs by him, right? So one album that he did, it was like a compilation, right, of a few different, like, it was a combination of gospel music, right? And I believe, I'm trying to look at this up right quick. I know the Clark Sisters was on it. He did a remix of Blessed and Highly Favored by the Clark Sisters. He just like switched around the beat. It was really cute. He brought me through when it's all over. So much out. He brought me through. It's like a little heartbeat. It's really good. And I think, did she re-sing? I think Karen did re-sing some of her vocals. It might be, yeah. She definitely re-sung some of the vocals. And then Patti LaBelle, I love Miss Patti LaBelle. John P. Key was on here. I didn't care for the Patti LaBelle song. They did Pure Gold by the Clark Sisters. KC did a song on here. I have to listen to the Patti song again. I might like it. B. Slade is on here. John P. Key, Fred Hammond, yada yada yada. Okay, that's the gospel section. Oh, let's not forget His Love Lies. That's the hardest song. I'm telling y'all, I remember when I did the review, I was just like, this song is so hard. And then Mr. Snoop Dogg came through and slayed it. He slayed it. Although I don't think, like I said, I don't think they play his verse on, the gospel radio. But yeah, we love his gospel verse. It fits so well. When all my bottle hot, wait, pass the fifth, pass it back, got around, little mama turning around, got ass in the back. Time is money, and money is mine. Is it true that you get wet? I just did a little remix of the remix. from Bottle Pop by the Pussycat Dolls. He was on there. Um, what is his verse on Buttons? Um, okay, I'm blanking on Buttons. He was on Buttons by the Pussycat Dolls, right? California girls were undeniable. Daisy Dukes bikinis on top. Okay, that was a song of 2011. Katy Perry came out swinging for that Teenage Dream era. Um, what is this verse on Teenage Dream? Greetings, love one. That fucking video. Greetings, loved ones. Um, yeah, I'm blanking on his California Girls. If it's what you world, say something, say something. If it's what you want from me, say something good to me. Hey, 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 hey. If it's what you want, say something good to me. Every time I fall through, it's the D-O-double-G, and I do with it so lovely. And it's back with the Neptunes. Baby girl, follow me to the restroom. Shh, I get buck wow. Wait, no, it's a get buck wow. Shh, don't make a sound. Every time okay, come on, Snoop Dogg. It's the D-O-double-G, and I don't for some of the, this girl digging is Big Bow Wow. Okay, whatever, I'm forgetting. Say Something by Mariah, and then I forgot he did Cry Baby. It was okay. I mean, I think his presence in the video made it much better than his contribution to Crybaby. He's like, really, girl, what you crying for? You too pretty to be crying. Yeah, but Crybaby's better, Mariah singing. So ghetto, come on, y'all, so ghetto. That's how my baby from, and that's how we getting it done. So ghetto. Where's this verse on ghetto? Oh, come on, Derek. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna give you. Okay, wait. We go way back by the TLC. I don't really remember that one, but I know it's a poppin', lockin', dropping song, right? I live in my best life. Nah, 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 nah. Living my best life. By Little Duval, right? Like, all these songs are in the past, like, 15 years, and he's still relevant. People still love it. People still love him, and he's like, I even do songs for these new kids for no money. I think that one song he did with, like, Wiz Khalifa, I think it was called, like, Weed, something like that. I don't remember. But it was like, I think that song went to number one. Um, Ghetto Love and Stupid Like Cupid. Stupid with Snoop Dogg. Get a little stupid. Kelly Keller, want you to tell me how I'm feeling now? You know, and I'm fentanyl. Tipping them in a criminal. Yeah! Mysterious affairs, seriously. Hurriously and luxuriously. Ghetto, baby. Cause you keep it so ghetto. We love ghetto. But yeah, these songs are, like I said, like 15 years old. He's still relevant. People still love him. He's like, I do these songs even for the new kids. I do it for free because it's what they can bring me just by acknowledging me. And it's not always about the money. Sexual seduction. Come on, when do you pump that out? We've been pumping out pussies in 2006. Sexual seduction. Oh, we love sexual seduction, and it's come on. Snoop Dogg got the hits. Snoop Dogg got the hits. Okay, when I come back, we're going to talk about Miss California girls, unforgettable. Daisy Dukes bikinis on top. When I come back, come on. Let's get into come on, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around for the Dare Show podcast. Let's talk about Miss Katie Beth Perry, who is a hit, sometimes maker, right? So one thing that made me want to start this thing off, because I've noticed Katy Perry, sometimes she shines in the let's do specialty projects, right? Like for a movie or whatever. Not for like my album girl, because my album sucks at the moment. But, we'll do something for the Olympics and it'll pop off. We'll do something for Pokemon and it'll shimmer shine and get it popping. Katy Perry, I work at this place and they play relevant music. Sometimes they can really change it up. Please change it up. I'm tired of hearing about, I met a girl. I'm trying to hear these damn old songs on this fucking playlist. So they just keep playing around. And I noticed, what was this past? It was a couple, like, I think it was like, Labor Day era. They would play on Sundays, Nothing But Niggas, right? It was like, Janet, The New Edition, Whitney Houston, Aretha. Every now and then we'll hear some Patty. Who other black person? Shaka. Maybe we really get back into Shaka, and maybe really love What You Gonna Do. What? Okay, I forget the word. But what's it called? It's called What You Gonna Do. Whitney. I wanted to. Oh Lord, they play that to death on that playlist. But yeah, they haven't played a nigga playlist since then, and I'm really mad. But anyways, they play like some of these random ass songs, and Rise, I was like, oh, that's Katy Perry, or it sounds like Katy Perry. I know my voices. I'm like, okay, that's Katy Perry. Let me go listen to that song, and Rise. It's a really good song. It's, Katy's voice is shaky and weird as fuck sounding sometimes, but she gets the message across. With Rise, she did that for the Olympics, and most recently she did a song called Electric. When you're dark, da 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 electric. For the Pokemon soundtrack or something. I don't know, something weird for Pokemon. She did that recently, and I'm just celebrating Katy and her specialty music. Every now and then she'll put out a good poppin' song. Now some of this time, I can't believe like the last almost 10 years. No. After Prism, it just seemed like time kind of sped up a little bit, because she's put out 2 albums since then. I'm just like, oh shit. After Prism, now I think I've said this before, but Prism, I thought Prism was gonna be like this emotional revelation, the world is not what I thought it was type music, and it totally wasn't. Prism, to me, as a body of work, Prism is her best music ever. Better than Teenage Dream. I mostly love Teenage Dream from the singles. Other than that, I don't really listen to Teenage Dream like that. But Prism, she really did her thing on Prism. I remember there was that Roar versus Applause. At the end of the day, I still like Applause, because Roar. She sounds like she's too pop, too camp, I guess, too gimmicky, and she's trying to prove a point, and it's okay, Katy. So we have, after Prism, there was, Jesus, help me. After Prism, I should have looked it up. It's not Chained to the Rhythm. It's not Witness. It's that one before Witness. Shit, hold on, you guys. Oh, it's right here. I can just look it up. Hello. Oh, it was Witness. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that's why, because Smile flopped so fucking hard. I forgot about it. Wait, is this album called Smile? I think it is. Yeah, child. It's called Smile. That came out last year. Prism. She put out Prism. And I think Prism was, she put out Witness. And I think Witness was what she wanted, Witness was what I thought Prism was going to sound like. It was a bunch of, it started off with Chain to the Rhythm. Okay, I'm not going to down Prism that bad. Witness had a couple of bops on it. But, oh my God, it just seemed like such yesterday that she put Witness out though. That's why I'm just like, whoa, time has like just slid on through. Also, if you think about it, Gaga too. Because I feel like just yesterday she put out Art Pop in a way. But she's done Art Pop. She's done Joanne, and then A Star Is Born, and this one, and Cheek to Cheek. It's like, whoa, where did time go? But she put out Chain to the Rhythm. And I was just like, yeah, we probably Chain to the Rhythm. Chain to the Rhythm was a bop. Bop. I think that's her last highest charted song. Top 5, top 10, something like that. And then Chain to the Rhythm kind of flopped after that. Well, no. Yeah, pretty much. It kind of flopped after that. There are some good songs on there. Tsunami. I love Tsunami. I love Swish Swish. Unfortunately, I love Bon Appetit. Can I be a witness? I love Witness. I did not realize Witness was like this 80s throwback shit until I like looked at the footage of her like singing and the tour, which I think the tour did pretty well. Looking at the numbers, the tour did pretty well. It's just like it wasn't like an excitement that I saw around social media or anything that I don't remember. I think I just checked out after like Witness flopped. The tour, it was very much like back, and it was very much her hits and her singles. She made them like an 80s retro, and I fucking adore them, right? I love that, the fans and stands, they do the studio version of the tour. And one of my favorites is You Make Me Teenage Dream. I love that. It's, that little weird effect. I was listening to like literally a week ago, enjoying the her Rock in Rio, which her Rock in Rio for the Witness tour was horrible. Vocally it was like, girl, okay, live Katy Perry is very different is more annoying than studio Katy Perry. I'm not saying I would be a great live singer, but I would try my best to sound somewhat like the record or somewhat in good voice, because these singers, they just tour the world, and that was an actual world tour. She did a world tour. I don't think a lot of singers do world tours anymore. Like, she went to Australia, she went to Japan, I think she went to Japan, she went to Europe, of course. Now people, they just go to Japan and Europe. America and Japan, Canada, Mexico. That was a real world tour, but that was a mess. Her mic was fucked up for like the first half of the show. But I did enjoy the remixes that she, the TGIF that she smashed, and the little pauses on girls. Come on, when California's girls came out, we were popping and dropping and locking in the Bay Area. Shout out to California. Then she had Snoop Dogg from LA on it. Come on, we're not playing. Witness. Oh, sorry. So yeah, the 80s throwback I really did enjoy. The tour was, and it seemed like she didn't do a lot of songs on the set list, from Wikipedia. And then so there she puts out, she's like trying to figure out what she's going to do next, right? And she puts out, she was just putting out singles. And I don't think she had any idea where she was going. This was like late 2018, early 2019 into 2020, when she finally released the album in 2020 when she got pregnant. And then she tried the pregnancy voice was not that great. I mean, the last of the pregnancy voice was not that great. 365 slayed my life then, and it slayed it now. Like, I just listened to 365 because I was on Spotify and I was like, listen to some old songs. Oh, okay, cool. 365, wake up in the morning. I'm like, why didn't that song do so much better than it did? Slade 365 kind of flopped. It's Katy Perry has her lane, right? Katy Perry stays in this like gimmicky pop, gumdrop, camp, shitty lane. Not shitty, but like the shit is lane. That's her lane. And for some reason, she always like finds a song that stays in that lane. From Hot and Cold to I Kissed a Girl to California Girls or TGIF to Roar. Like these pop gimmicky kind of songs. Sometimes they do really well and sometimes most of the time they do really well. But like, I love that song. And then I listened to like the acapella version last night and I was just like, oh my God. Katy Perry, this song sounds like an R&B record, to be honest. Like the harmonies, I've never heard her harmonize with herself like that before. And then like these like background vocals, even though they have like these weird like special effects to them, they still sound so delicious. Like absolutely like my soul. I had to add, you guys, I've listened to that song so many times this week. It's a damn shame. Like, no, in the last like 3 days. It's a damn shame how much I've listened to that song. I think it's with Zedd, right? And it didn't do well. It didn't do as well. And then, she put out, it's right here in my face. Why don't I just look at it? She put out Never Really Over. It wasn't popping as 365, but Never Really Over did pretty well. I think that went to the top like 30 or 20 on the records, on the billboards. I just said on the internet. And then it kind of went floppity. Well, it didn't go flippity floppy from there. She was just like putting out shit. It was just like nothing was really sticking, unfortunately. Harley's in Hawaii. That's when she really came through with the hit, right? Harley's in Hawaii. It didn't do well at all, but I think it's a fan favorite. And then during this time, she did like this like show in India. I just watched I just finished up a couple of days ago. Really great. It was like, leftover from the Witness tour with, pretty much the hits. The hits on hits on hits on hits. She does have hits. We're not going to lie about that. She does have hits on hits on hits. But right now, nothing's really sticking. And we really saw that with Smile. Because I don't even think some of these songs are on Smile. Never really. I feel like Smile isn't necessarily cohesive as an album, right? There's Harley's in Hawaii, of course. I do like, yeah, I'm grateful, na 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 why, which has this Smile, which has that what's it called sample from some hood music, I don't know. Some rap song from the 90s by Tu Wrong Fu. I don't know, never mind. I forgot the name. But yeah, Smile didn't really do well. And then now she's put out, Electric. And Electric's really popping. When you what? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Harley's in Hawaii. Daisies. I feel like Smile isn't the most cohesive album. And then, the gimmicky shit, she's being like a fucking clown on the album. It was during 2020, she was pregnant.